I also know, Craig, that you have a process, and I'm not going to get you to give that away, but part of that process behind this is when you contact these guys, it's educational in nature, right? It's like, I'm not calling to tell you to, I'm selling you anything, but here's something I want to give you as food for thought, if I'm not mistaken. So can you kind of elaborate on that? You don't have to do a process today because
I'm not worried.
It's a great process.
I'll give it away because here's the thing. What I've learned is that if people don't have money and have time to themselves, they'll do it on their own. But as soon as they have an event where they don't have the time to do it, now they're interested. And then when they don't have time and do have money, well, then they become my customers. So here would be an example. Let's pretend. So I'll give you my own personal example. So anybody else who's got a book and is targeting an audience, here would be something you might want to use. So you got a VP of sales who's new in their job. So I would pick up the phone and go, "Hey, Kirsten, Craig here. I'm not calling to sell you anything. I've got a book that won an award as one of the top sales books of 2010. Would love to get you a copy. Would you like a copy?" Sure. So I give them a link to go download a copy of the book. And I say, "Can I follow up next week to see if you've had a chance to read the book?" And they'll go, "Sure." So I follow up next week and I say, "Hey, Kirsten, it's Craig here. Have you had a chance to read the book yet?" And they'll go, "No, I'm too busy." And I'll go, "Great. Well, would you like a video, a link to a video that's 20 minutes long that explains the entire book?" Kirsten says, "That's a great idea." So I send the email with the link. Now, I use a little bit of marketing automation so I know if Kirsten goes there.
Yep.
But what happens is I ask again, "Can I follow up next week to see if you've had a chance to watch the video?" They'll go, "Sure." I'll follow up next week. "Kirsten, have you had a chance to watch the video?"
No, haven't seen it yet.
Too busy. I can't get there. And I go, "Well, would you like me to explain the entire book in 10 minutes? And Kirsten's going to say yes. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, "Well, how about now?"
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to push it off till later. How about now? So I take 5, 7, 10 minutes to explain the entire book.
Yeah.
Kirsten likes what he hears. He goes and watches the video. He likes what he sees. He fills in the form. He goes and downloads the book.
He rolls all the way back.
He rolls all the way back. He likes what he reads and says, "Okay, my sales guys need this. How soon can you get here?" So that multiple touch piece. I'm a big fan of threes because if you can get sales momentum, it's threes. Now, the difference between my 3 and Chris's 7 is this. My perspective is that there are 2 pieces related to that 7 touch piece. One of which is there has to be this establishment of credibility or trust. So you can do that in 3 or 4 touches. The problem is, for most people, is there's been no event. So even after that trust has been established, the reason it's called 4, 5, 6, or 7 is you have to wait until an event has happened until they want to become your customers.
Right.
So if you knew of those events and could dispense with those last 3 or 4 calls and just focus on the 3 that matter and wait until someone wants what you sell, then you can make it happen a whole lot faster.
You're accelerating it.
You're accelerating. You're shortening your cycle on average from typically about 9 months to less than 90 days.
And you're cutting all the wasted phone calls to people that are just, it's just going to be a repeat call. Now, and those are just averages, those 7 touches. I mean, some of them might be 15 touches, and then the others might be 2, right?
And the ones that are 2 were those that had an event and you got there at exactly the right time. The ones that were 15, you had to wait forever for them to have an event.
Yeah.